Welcome back to another episode of No Man's Sky. Right now, I'm recording narration for the 26th video. Well, kind of. So what's happened is, basically, I have the latest video I have uploaded is a 24th. When I edited that video and did the narration for it, I also did the same for the 25th. And the thing is, though, is after I edit the video together and then do the narration, I still have some other stuff I have to do. I have to, because my computer is so loud and the microphone I use really picks it up, and it doesn't pick up my voice as well. And maybe I have poor volume control, so sometimes I'm shouting and sometimes I'm whispering. But yeah, so I have to go through and fix up the audio, make it a little bit better. And then I have to put it together with the video, make sure it sounds good and that kind of stuff. So I didn't feel like doing that for the 25th, so I only did it for the 24th, got that uploaded, and then I was like, well, I will get the 25th uploaded, probably the next day, which I didn't do. So it just sat on my desktop for a while. And then, so what happened is I accidentally recorded narration for the 25th video a second time. Which is obviously not good. And then I also recorded narration for the 26th video, and which would obviously be, kind of out of sequence then because of the 225s. So basically what I've done is the first half of the, the first narration I recorded for the 25th video, the one that was sitting on my desktop raw, that was obviously good, right? And then so the narration, the second time I recorded it, the first half that I had to remove, but I could keep the second half, and that I did. I removed the first half so I could use it for the 26th video, and then the narration I have for the 26th video I'll use for the 27th. That might be a bit confusing, but so basically I'm just filling in the time until about 5 minutes, where that's where all the commentary I was able to keep starts. I think I more or less covered that. To be fair, it does sound like I made a really idiotic mistake, but I was sick and it was late at night when that happened, so not really my fault. Yeah, so I think I more or less covered that, though. I can't think of anything I missed. Yeah, so here's something, just while I continue to fill up this time. Here's something that happened that I saw in the news somewhat recently. This woman went to the hospital because her kid was sick, and she wanted a white, and this was in Mississauga, by the way. She wanted a white doctor with white teeth, who spoke English, and so many things, so many comments I have about that. I'm not going to have time for all of them, and that's okay. But here's the first thing. The thing I'm thinking is try going to Quebec, because I guarantee it'll be white doctor with white teeth. They won't speak English so well. Actually, to be fair, the doctors probably speak English fine, but the nurses won't. I have been to a hospital in Quebec, and the nurses did not speak English at all, but I think the doctors did fairly okay. So, although I was told that was literally the worst hospital in all of Quebec, so, maybe that's why, but yeah, and I think I saw the video, some people commented the same thing, that you'd have some difficulty getting someone English in Quebec. And the white teeth thing was interesting, because she kept emphasizing she wanted white teeth. It was weird, right? Does the color of your teeth affect your ability to speak English? I don't know. And she was upset. She was like, so you mean there's no white doctor in the entire hospital? I was like, yeah, but he's the lunch. When will he be back? This is ridiculous. My kid is sick and he needs... It's like, well, your kid is sick. That's why you should probably take whoever's there. I think she had a bad experience with a brown doctor or something. I think that's what she said. She said, I had a bad experience with a brown doctor. Never again. And then, so I guess she made the unfortunate mistake of generalizing and thinking that all brown doctors... I think she said someone died. I think she said the brown doctor actually murdered somebody or something like that. The whole thing was bizarre. Anyways, lesson learned. Racists are pretty much irrational. I could give an entire lecture on that, but I won't. because there's no time and it may or may not be boring. But yeah, so there's about 30 seconds until the old commentary starts that I already had recorded, and obviously when it does, I will stop talking. I will mention that that old commentary is not particularly current. It was recorded on the 27th of last month, so anything I'm talking about is not relevant, or it didn't happen the day I uploaded. It happened on that day, on the 27th, and to be honest, I didn't really do anything today. You know, sometimes days are really busy, sometimes they're not. I did do a lot of things today, but they're all small, little, boring, just housekeeping kind of things. Nothing too particular or particularly exciting. Wasn't too busy today at all. The good thing is, though, is I had a job interview, and with Walmart, you know, and they seem to like me, and I don't know if I'm going to get the job. It's a process to get a job at Walmart, right? It's not just you walk in and they say, okay, we'll call you if you get the job. They're going to call me to set up another interview, right? Because I passed. Basically, first you have to pass the online assessment, which I did. Then you have to pass the phone interview, which I did. Then you have to pass the first interview, which I did. And now there's going to be a second interview that I will see if I can pass, hopefully, right? But they seemed to like me. I think I answered all the questions right. Like, it was basically questions where it was like they ask you something, and your option is to say, like, it's how you would treat a customer, and you have the option to say, I would be super nice to the customer, or to say, I would be a complete and utter prick to the customer. And those are your two choices. And you're supposed to pick, you know, that you would be nice to the customer, right? I think. And that's what I picked. And it literally is that. Like, they'll be like, you know, if a customer, you know, spills something and then tries to clean it up, and you know, like, what do you do? And I'm thinking, well, you know, probably not something mean. Probably you don't want to go and be mean to them. Probably you would do something nice. But yeah, and I do think I did well at the interview. So hopefully, you know, that I might, especially because they have stock options at Walmart if you work there. So that'd be pretty cool for me. I would like that. Yeah, so I think that's about all. You know, but what I do want to mention as well is because in the last video, basically at the end of it, I was talking about, and I didn't really have time to actually talk about it, but I just brought it up, and that way, you know, kind of what I was going to talk about in this video, because that's important to know on. But yeah, I just mentioned, apparently Josh Whedon did a Wonder Woman script, and you know, and certain people think it's sexist or something, and I kind of doubt that. Truth be told, I don't, because I mean, and Josh Whedon, I'm sure he would do a really great job. Like, I mean, obviously done Avengers 1, 2, Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog, you know, Buffy the Vampire Slayer / Angel. Although I will say Buffy is like the cheesiest show of all time. Like, I love it. Bloody good job, but cheesy. You know, I really think Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog is probably one of the coolest things he did. One of the best things he did. Obviously, Avengers great. Avengers 2, I don't, in my opinion, not as good as Avengers 1, but still a good movie. Still a lot better than Iron Man 2. But then again, most movies are better than Iron Man 2. But I haven't seen Suicide Squad yet, so, you know, I'm assuming not all movies. I'm assuming Suicide Squad isn't, but I haven't seen it, so I don't know that. But yeah, and I don't see how you could call something, like, I don't see why Josh Whedon would do a sexist script. I mean, because obviously, and I forgot, he also does Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., plenty of strong, you know, female characters. You know, and actually some of my favorite female characters, like I really like Yo-Yo, who, I mean, was introduced in not in the first season, but later seasons. You know, and obviously Buffy, you know, strong female lead. You know, and he seems to write, you know, strong female hero, you know, characters and heroes, and so I don't know why he would then go ahead and do something that was completely sexist. I didn't really read about it, but apparently it had to do with mansplaining, which is like the stupidest word ever. I'm just gonna say. And I only know it because they used it on Modern Family, and it's like when a man explains something to a woman, it's sexist, or something. Apparently, which is such a dumb word. And to be fair, I made up a word called mangenuity, which refers to the unique way in which men can solve problems that women don't always. Which, to be fair, to anyone who thinks that's sexist, if you attributed this particular type of male behavior to a lot of women, they would be offended. They would say, no, I'm not like that. They'd be like, no, actually, I'm not an idiot, is what they might say, and have said. So, yeah, but, so I, use that, but at least, like, I'm not insulting anybody with that, whereas a mansplaining, just, apparently, if you explain something to them, then you're a jerk. This is kind of like, I think in the Tintin, comics, like, not the cartoon, but the Tintin comics, I think at one point, because the Tintin comics were wildly censored for different stuff, and I think one thing was Tintin taught like African orphans geography, and apparently that was racist. But I mean, and I could be mistaken, maybe they were like adults or something, but who should have known? But I think they were kids, and if they're kids, they might not know about African geography, but it was racist that he was teaching Africans apparently. But I don't know. It could be that people were overreacting. I don't know. But it's just people seem to react to things like that sometimes. Like, I mean, and I'm not. How do you say? I'm not African, and I don't know geography. Like, and literally in my town, I don't know where anything is. But that doesn't. It's not like if you said, well, hey, he doesn't know where anything is. It's not you being racist to Canadians if you tried to teach me where stuff is. I actually pulled up a page to so I can at least know what I'm talking about. So it looks like he taught them about Belgium, but then he taught them about mathematics. But it looks like they were children. So I don't know. Maybe it was treating them like they were particularly stupid children. But if they were children, like, I had to be taught mathematics when I was a kid. I don't know. It looks like it had to do. There was rubbery lips and heaps of dead animals. I don't know what to do with that. Obviously, rubbery lips drawing that would have been kind of racist. So maybe I take back what I said. That this is kind of like the Josh Whedon thing, because I'm fairly sure that the Josh Whedon thing was not sexist, but maybe this was racist. Maybe this cartoon was racist. If it was, I think only slightly. But maybe it was. I would like to get my hands on some of the uncensored comics so I could find out. But I still think maybe people probably overreacted with the censoring. And I also would like to read the actual Josh Whedon script, not to see why people think it's sexist, because it's Josh Whedon, and I think he does good work, and I would want to read what he wrote, and I'd like to, and I gotta be quick now because I've got 30 seconds, but apparently he's going to be doing background, and he's been called in for the Justice League movie. That makes me more confident that they'll be good movies, right? That makes me want to see them more. So I'll be excited to see those, see how he does with that. And I'm sure they won't be sexist in any way, right? I'm sure it'll be great. But if you like the video, give it a like and have a great rest of your day.